Alright, so welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you wherever you're watching from. Okay, so today, alright, it's another day for us to use one of the logos we've created to just create a branding, brand identity, whatever. So for today, we'll just be doing tags, okay? Alright, so we'll be working with this mockup for today. Now, there are a lot of places where you can download mockups, alright? So you can go to mockupfree.com to download mockups. You can just search branding mockups and all of that. It'll also pop up. You pick the one that you are convenient with and then or you like. And then you work with it, alright? So it's just almost like the same way, alright, of working with mockups. So let's just dive right into what we have for today, alright? Okay. So this is the mockup I downloaded, one of the mockups I downloaded that I used to create a brand for myself and my partner. Alright. But today I'll be working with that. Alright. So let's just do what we have to do. So the first thing I want to do, of course, is I'm going to start with the background. Alright, let me change the background because the brand we are creating for today has nothing to do with green at all. I'm going to change the background. I'm just going to click on this and I'm going to change this to white. You can decide to do whatever it is you want to do. And then I'm going to go to the next thing here. Now, you take note. I told you. Now, you know what you are working with from what you're seeing. For instance, if you take a look at this, now if I click on this, I think this was selected. Or you look for what looks alike, what look like what you have here. So if I look at this and this, that are the same thing. So if I click it, that's what's selected. And to edit it, you just click on this part that look like an image here. Alright, so you just double click, you're going to take the layer where you have to work. Alright, so I'm just going to unsee this. Let me drag what I have in my resource down here. So just take this, drag and drop it out of Photoshop. Okay, I'll place this here. Now once this is done, what I want to do is I'm going to change this background to black. So you see here where I have this, of course this is the green color, so this is it. Just double click on this and just drag to black. Good. I'm going to take this image right in front here. And I'm going to separate this Berlin Enterprise from the main logo itself. Alright, so let's just increase this a bit. Good. I'm going to take my rectangular marquee to here and I'm just going to drag along with the Berlin Enterprise. I'm going to press Ctrl J to create a duplicate of that. And I'm going to drag across the logo also and press Ctrl J to create it. Sorry. Make sure the initial logo is already selected. Ctrl J to create a duplicate of that. Then I can delete this one here. Good. Alright. So what I want to do now is I'm going to rotate this. I'm just going to click on Shift and I'm going to rotate it to the side. Okay, I'm going to reduce the size of this. And click Enter. Now for the Berlin Enterprise, I'm going to do the same thing also. Go to Shift, click, rotate. Alright, well I'm going to increase the size of this. Centralize it. Let's drag this down. And I'm going to save. Don't forget Ctrl S to save. Let's go back to our design. It hasn't saved yet. That's why. Alright, it should show now. Good. So that's one. Berlin Enterprise, that's one. Now let's work with the other thing. So don't forget this, since this here is like a continuation of this here, so that means we have to change this to black, alright? So just double click on the image here. Alright, it's going to take us to a layer where you have, I'm just going to change that color overlay. I'm going to go to my color overlay here. Alright, and I'm going to, it's already on black, so I'm going to save it, Ctrl S. Don't forget, anything you do, you want to save it, alright? So save. Once that is saved, I can close that tab. Alright, so I see it's now black. Alright, now let's move on to the next one, which is this one here. Okay, so what we want to do is we can not forget the way you edit. So you can either edit from here or you come here. Now you click on this stuff you have here that looks like an image icon. You double click on it. Alright. Good. So I'm going to delete this. It's almost the same as this. I'm going to press Ctrl C to copy I'm going to select both of them and Control C to copy, and I'm just going to paste them here. So Control V to paste. So we can use the white this time. I don't need to change it to black. Alright. So I'll just drag down, centralize it, then press Control S to save. Now once it's done saving, so it's saving here is at 0%. Now once it's done saving, I'll go back to my main image. So can you see what we have here? That's good. Now I'm going to do the same thing here. But now let's assume this is for, like, this is the tag for the company, this company's tag or something. Now what I want to do is I just don't forget what we do. You click on the part that looks like an image icon for us to edit. Good. So what I'm going to do here now is I'll just take my text tool. Sorry, I'm just going to take my rectangle tool. I'm going to drag right across here. Alright. Going to drag right across here. Or we can actually import this. So I can go into my file, the area of my resources, and I can decide to import this. Alright, or this, anyone. Okay, so let's go with this. Let me import this. So I'll take this and drag and drop side of Photoshop. Let's take this top part here. Good. Enter. Now once I'm done with that, I can change the size of the color of this. Alright. Okay, so I'll just select another rectangle tool here. I'll drag right across here, and then I can decide to put a name of somebody, probably a name of a staff in the company or whatever. So I'll take my text. I'm just going to write let's say Norman Dwayne, Norman. Next line Dwayne. Select everything, Control A to select everything, and then I'm just going to change it to black or red. Anyway, it didn't fit. Let's work with red. I'm going to drag this inside here. Alright. Okay. So for the Dwayne, let's just reduce the size a bit. So let's reduce the size a bit. Good. For the Norman, I'm just going to change my regular to ultra bold. Good. And then I'll just drag this and place here. So I'm just using this as if there was an image of the employee, maybe it can take this space here, and then this can be at one corner here. But you get the idea. Then I will go back to this, my rectangular market. So I'm just going to select right across here. I want to cover this. Alright, I'm going to change the color back to black. Or I say red? Okay, let's pick this color here. So I'm going to select this color here. Let's pick this color here. Okay. Alright. And then I'm going to, so now the next thing I want to do is let's take this. Alright, so let's copy this, Control C to copy, and let's paste this here, Control V, but I'm going to rotate this. Alright, so shift click and rotate. Good. I'll reduce the size, take this, place this here. So let's start with this first. It's looking too big, so I'm going to reduce the size of this, of course. Place this here, and then for the Berlin Enterprise. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to color overlay both of them. Let's select both of them and let's centralize it. Good. So I'm going to color overlay both of them to black or white. We'll see anyone that looks okay. So just color overlay, and then let's change the color to white. Okay, this is white. The same thing here to color overlay, just click and then color overlay. Good. Alright, don't forget to save. Control S to save. So Control S to save. Good. And I'm going to go back to my main design. Alright, this is one. I'm going to replicate what I have here also, but I'm just going to change the name. Okay. Alright, so I'll go back here. I'll just select all of this. So Control C to select. Let's go back to our main image. So we're editing this now. So I can just double click here where I have my mockup. So I can paste it here. Control V to paste. So let's just centralize this. Good. Now I'm just going to select the name and I'm going to change it to Charlie. Charlie Woods. O-O-D-S. So I'm going to select the words. Sorry, I'm going to select the words. I'm going to change it from ultra bold to regular. And I'm going to reduce the size of this. Alright, that's good. And that's okay. So we can either decide to interchange this now in this case. I can decide to change this to black. Let's click and change this to black here. Alright. And I'm going to change this also to black. So we can change the text here to black also. Okay. And I can change this here to red. So this is what you have here. So Control S, let's just save, Control S to save, and let's go back to our main design. Once that is done saving 100, we'll just go back to our main design. Alright, so this is it. And then this last thing here, let's just change this. Of course, we don't want to have that here. So what I can do here is I can just copy this, Control C, and I'm going to paste this here. Control V to paste this on this here. Sorry, it's a square, so it can work. So you just reduce the size. And once the size has been reduced, Control S to save. Okay, now once it's done saving, I'll just go back to the main design. Alright, can you see it here? The change has taken effect. Alright, so that's that for that. So you've seen how you can work with logos and mockups, alright? Good, for branding and all of that. Alright, so thank you very much for staying to the end of the video. I hope you learned something new. Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you wherever you're watching from. Please do have to like, share, and subscribe, and also click the notification bell so you get notified for posting a new video. Alright, have a wonderful day. See you in the next one.